Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Kevin.
And this is 6 Degrees of Schwarzenegger, the podcast where we take a long, hard look at some of our favorite action films from the era of Arnold.
Schwarzenegger is the icon of the genre, and we're taking a deep dive into some of these 80s and 90s cult action movies and breaking them all the way down.
Some folks say that Willie Green was the baddest motherfucker the world ever seen. But I want you to hold on to your seat. Hold on to them tight, because you're now getting ready to see the story of me. Yes, me, the badass Dolemite.
Oh, he's bad. The man is out of sight.
All right, so we're back to talk a little bit more about Dolemite. Let's jump back into this plot.
So Dolemite is like the world's strongest pimp. And he was framed for a crime he didn't commit. He was sent to jail by some crooked police and another rival pimp named Willie Green. But now he's been released to try to clean up the streets and clear his name. So he's linked back up with his women. He had just hooked up with a miscellaneous Dolemite girl. And he's got some evil police chasing him who want to kill him or to send him back to jail. We're not really sure what, but that's where we'll pick up the story.
But here's where it gets weird. It's like, then they literally just cut to another scene of Dolemite getting harassed by the cops. And this is where we meet Mitchell and White. Not the first time. We'd already met.
One of the dudes was part of the setup from the beginning.
Was Mitchell.
Mitchell.
But you meet Mitchell and White again, right? And Dolemite's walking to his car. Now, is this the next day? Is this like right after he left his girl? Like,
I imagine he's walking out of his house. I don't know.
It could be, but it was never established. It's unclear. Like, I don't even know if he's wearing the same outfit. Like, it's just,
though the harassment that's happening feels like very relevant to today.
Yeah,
it's kind of like he's
True.
like, I haven't done anything, and they're like, oh, you will though.
And isn't it weird to see movies that were filmed back in the 70s that still have the same themes of stuff that is happening today? Yeah, that's always kind of weird.
I can imagine the audiences for this movie back then, like, have been dying, like waiting for a movie that shows the shit that people are going through.
Yeah, like we're used to the police harassment all the time.
Even if it's like heightened or like dramatized, or over the top, like this movie is.
Yeah.
It is touching on real things.
No, absolutely. And I know that they want to get those social issues out there. So it's kind of funny as you see him getting harassed by the cops in this movie. And because this movie was filmed in LA. And then, you fast forward to Menace to Society or Boys in the Hood where they're getting harassed by cops. Like it's
never changed.
20, 30 years later, same thing, right? But anyway, so he's getting harassed by the cops in this film.
Playing drugs in his car.
They pull out another sack of cocaine. Like, it's just like, so they even say it. Like,
one
they
of the
basically
dudes just start snorting it right in front of him.
Yeah, and he literally
this is the good stuff.
And he literally says that we're setting you up, right? it's not a secret. It's not like a wink.
He says like, oh, we know you think you're smart because you got these flashy clothes in the car. And you got all them. The cop says, this is not Kevin talking, but the cop's like, you got all these black bitches working for you. And he's like, you forgot about the white ones. That's a good ass line.
Yeah, that's a good comeback. They are basically like, hey, what, Dolemite, we're watching you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
he starts beating him up again.
He starts karate kicking him like as they walk away.
These are armed police officers. He just starts karateing them.
So he starts karate fighting these cops, and he subdues them. He gets them down, and he picks up the bag of cocaine, and he just like throws it all over them.
He dumps it all over them.
Yeah.
When he's doing these kicks, like some of them are coming nowhere near. The guys.
Yeah, he does like a side view of him missing by easily 3 feet.
I love
and the guy gets knocked out. He gets knocked out like that stormtrooper in.
He does, and he beats the dudes up, and he's like, "That's for fucking with me." And he gives the same insults, like, business born insecure motherfuckers.
And then
if you believe the Netflix movie, like a lot of that anger that Rudy Ray Moore had seemed like it was at his dad for like not believing in him, and like that rage and that like whole like you have no mind for business, you're insecure, and all that was more about him having some like father issues
which was very interesting to me. I don't know.
Yeah, they never really talk about it.
Not
in the movie,
not in this movie, but in the Netflix.
But in the Netflix, yeah, it's definitely
like his dad never believed in him.
It's definitely a theme, and he's probably abused him too. Like he probably physically abused him.
And he didn't support him, like wanting to leave the sharecropping life.
Yeah.
And try to make something of himself.
Yeah, I wonder why they didn't make that like and maybe he kind of did as Dolemite is. I guess you can kind of see him as a father figure. I get really remotely as a father figure to the neighborhood, because that was the whole reason they let him out.
Mm-hmm. He's a hero.
Yeah. So
right, locally.
Yeah. It's loosely based, to me, the movie, on like his problems with his dad, his issues with his father.
Yeah.
So after that scene,
then it cuts to the church.
And the cops are completely fine. They don't have like coke residue all over them.
Same policemen walk into the church and they're trying
Mitchell and White.
And the preacher was kind of, before they came in, he was giving like a political type.
Yeah, he was definitely like giving like
making political statements, like
almost like a Black Panther.
The president is getting away with breaking the law, but people in the neighborhood can't get away with it.
Yeah, I mean, fast forward to now, right? Yeah, because he specifically says Nixon. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how the issues back then are the same issues we have now, right?
Totally.
So he's giving this speech, and then he sees the cops walk in, and then he totally reverts to like a regular Christian sermon. and they're like, cut the crap. We know what's going on. We need to talk to you. So they take him to the back, and he's like, and the preacher's like, well, what are you guys talking about? I don't know what's going on. Everything is on the up and up here. And they're like, okay, well, what's in this trunk here, this crate right here? Oh, they were just a gift.
It's like full of machine guns.
Yeah, it's full of guns.
He's like, well, those are for the big man.
Yeah. And so as soon as he says that, the cops are like, oh, okay, which we know what you're talking about. Who this character hasn't been introduced yet.
Not yet.
But they're like, oh, okay, so what did you see here? Oh, I didn't see anything, right?
Yeah.
So it's almost, but the Reverend keeps talking about, well, as soon they keep asking, like, do you know where Dolemite is? And the Reverend's like, well, I don't, but as soon as I see him, I'll let him know that you're looking for him.
The Reverend, I feel like, is trying to play both sides.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to get to, is like, you can't really tell what side I guess the Reverend's just looking out for his best interests.
Right.
Because
he's on his own side.
Yeah, he's willing to like work with the bad guys, but he's also willing to work with Dolemite.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of ambiguous, like Christian thing where I'm just a good person and willing to work both sides of the room, right?
I don't know if you can say that preacher was a good person, but we'll get to it.
Yeah.
We'll hear more about him later. But now we got the character of the creeper.
Yes.
/ the Hamburger Pimp, they call him.
Yeah.
And he's at the hamburger shack or whatever on the street. He's trying to order a hamburger, but he has no money.
So he reminded me of Wimpy from Popeye.
He reminded me of Bubbles from The Wire. If you ever watched The Wire.
I didn't watch The Wire.
But like just a smooth talking dude, but totally strung out. You know, but yeah, he's saying, I want a hamburger, I want some fries. And the lady says, we don't have fries. You know that. What kind of hamburger
doesn't have fries?
Doesn't have fries. Exactly. That's one of the more far-fetched things in the movie.
Out of everything that happens in this movie, the fact that they don't have fries in this place is the most outlandish.
And this awkwardly like produced, you can see either there's a spotlight or like a reflector that they're using, but the light on Hamburger Pimp's face is like moving around.
I'm not even kidding. I bet you they used a mirror. I guarantee they used a mirror to like flash
bright
a light in his face.
Light on his face.
And it's like only on him, which is what makes it stand out so much. Like if they had just
moving as
like trying to follow his face, right? If they had just lit up the whole airspace, then this wouldn't be an issue. But they decided to just put a spotlight on his face just to. I
think they were reflecting the sunlight back onto his face.
Like I would imagine, like we said, this guy Nicholas Sternberg was the director of photography, which this is such a low budget. I'm sure he was in charge of lights too. But he went to film school, right? To me,
I think they were doing their best. In the Netflix movie, you get the director saying like these white kids don't know how to light black faces. Because and you could they're trying to explain a little bit of why some of the scenes in the film don't look good.
Yeah, so I understand that. I do, but there's a basic rule of lighting, and flashing a moving spotlight in somebody that just makes no sense, right?
As you said though, this dude, the the Creeper gives one of the better like performances in the film.
He really, if you could give out Academy Awards for being junkies, this guy would win hands down.
So he hustles the free hamburger.
But I guess what we should say that this is again another part of the charm of this movie is that they needed somebody to play a junkie, right? Mm-hmm. So instead of going out and getting a real actor to play a junkie, I think they literally found a guy on the street that was a junkie.
This performance was too good.
And like, hey, can you play this role? Now, he's so good in this role, though. Like, he nails all his lines. And it's like, I wonder if he was like an actor, like in another life that became a junkie.
I don't know. There's a few little bits like that in the movie, different characters that I'm like, this person gave a really good performance. Like some of Willie Green's goons.
Yeah.
I thought were really good.
That to me, and I kind of wanted to say this later, but I'm gonna say it right now. To me, this is one of the more frustrating parts of this whole movie. We love it, right? It's a good, bad movie. But there are some nuggets in here of like a really good story. There's some nuggets of like really good acting in this film, right? It's just, if they had more money to throw at this, you could see where this would be like a great movie. Or maybe it wouldn't, you know?
Yeah, that's a reach. I don't know.
But that's the thing. Like maybe it would. Maybe if
you can see there's some talented people working on it.
Yeah. So maybe if they had made like a good movie, like technically, you would never have the charm of its kind of like shots, like you seeing the cameraman in the shot or seeing the boom mic in the shot. You know, you wouldn't have that charm of the movie. So it's a tough. It's like one of those things where you can never tell what's going to turn into a meme. You know, it's kind of you never can tell that it factor. There's nuggets of good stuff in here, but
I love the charm of this movie, though.
Yeah, if they had pulled it off, would it have not been as popular as it was? Would it have just been another movie that we'd never talk about?
I think it would, yes. Because there's a million probably mediocre movies that came out in the 70s that you don't talk about. You had to be really good or really bad to stand out. You know, otherwise you're just in the middle of the road. Yeah,
so it's almost like what was the movie that came out recently? The Room, right? Like that dude had like a couple $1 million as his budget. But do you think that he was like, well, in his mind, look, I'm not going to make a great movie here. So if I can make a movie that's so bad, it'll make me famous. Like, is that their mindset?
I don't know. I think he thought he was making a good movie. I think Rudy Ray Moore thought he was making a masterpiece. Well, I mean, I think he knew it was funny, but he didn't know it was going to be so like amateurish.
And seeing as how they don't, I mean, this is really the equivalent of a bunch of teenagers with a cell phone.
Absolutely.
Filming a movie over the weekend.
Trying to figure it out as they go along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does have that feel to it. Yeah. But these are professionals, or as professional as you can get.
So we got the Creeper. He hustles himself a free hamburger. And then he's talking to the next dude up in line, and he's talking about like, this is sweeter than bear meat. And I don't even know what that means, but I feel like I've heard Tracy Morgan say it before on the thing too. Does that phrase have any meaning to you? He says it like 3 times. He's talking about he seems like he's talking about the woman.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure he's talking about the girl.
She's married too. He's like, sweeter than bear meat.
Yeah, I'm sure he's talking about the girl. I don't, that particular one doesn't mean anything to me.
It makes me laugh though so much. And then, oh shit, this is another random thing. Like you said, this movie feels like just a bunch of skits. Where the dudes, a whole group of guys approach Dolemite when getting out of the car, and they're like, "Is that you, Dolemite? Prove it's you."
This guy comes out, is like, "Hey, I made this bet with these guys that we didn't really believe that you were Dolemite." Which again, like, what did they see him from afar and make that bet? Like, it just comes out of nowhere.
I don't know.
And so
Dolemite's like a legend, right?
Yeah. Like a legendary pimp. So yeah, I guess if you had established that, oh, hey, we hadn't seen Dolemite because he had been in jail all these years, like maybe do a shot of the guys. Like seeing him from afar, like walking across the street. I don't know, you know.
It seems like the thing he's doing is more like the kind of shtick he was doing on the albums.
Yeah.
Like it's just sort of like talking jive.
Yeah.
Almost or whatever.
Yeah. No, he definitely was like, put the scene in this movie. I don't care.
Some time.
I don't know where. I don't know how. I'll just put the scene in this movie somewhere. But I guess it establishes who Dolemite really was. Like that was really Dolemite.
And it is funny as hell. And he's cracking the guys up.
But it just, in the scheme of the movie, it just makes no sense because it literally comes out of nowhere. I mean, that everywhere from where Willie Green goes to the parlor, to the massage parlor, to up to about this point. It's just a series of scenes in a movie that don't connect, but they're all great scenes individually, you know?
Yeah.
Dolemite ends up walking up on the creeper. Now, here's the funny thing to me. Dolemite's looking for the creeper, right?
Yeah.
He's physically out there looking for the creeper, but it's the way that scene is set up. It's like they randomly run into each other, right?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, it's like they just kind of randomly.
The guy sort of pretends, the creeper pretends like he doesn't know who Dolemite is, but
he's
like,
probably
back
jumped
off, or I'll
up.
fuck you up.
But it's like, it's almost like they bump into each other, not like Dolemite actively goes towards the creeper. I guess it's a little thing, but
I think Dolemite offers him some money if he'll give him some information.
Yeah, or get some smack or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in this scene, another technical thing is you can clearly see a boom mic in this, like clearly. I mean, not even hiding it. And I'm not sure how you saw this movie.
I watched it on Amazon. It's free on Amazon.
I watched it on Amazon also,
Yeah.
but apparently there's another edit of this movie because I think
a different aspect ratio.
they
right?
had a different aspect ratio of this film, right?
where you can see more of the boom mic.
See more of the boom mic, see more of the people. You can literally see like cameramen in the
format that
shots.
the film was shot on versus the finished product, but
Which like you don't see that in a viewfinder, like.
well, I think they knew that when it goes to widescreen, that won't be included. But then some of the cuts of the movie were not. They used the full film frame, and you see the boom mic.
So I
But
don't
then
know
there's
this.
definitely some where the boom mic is even dipping into
There's
the
some
wide
shots where the cameraman's in the scene. Like, how do you not see that?
right.
Like, I don't understand that. Like, I am a very novice filmmaker, but to me, it's like what you see in the viewfinder is what you see in your frame, right?
Well, like I mentioned before, on the Netflix movie, there's some scene where the director of photography comes to Rudy Ray and says, "Hey, we're out of film. We've shot every little inch of film that we have, and we need more money to buy more film, or we
Can't continue.
you don't have to pay us, but we can't make a movie if we don't have any film
Yeah.
in the cameras." So I think they were having to just whatever take they got, like
Oh
they
yeah,
have
no,
to use it.
Absolutely no. But
Yeah.
again, I understand that part. But I don't understand how you're looking at your viewfinder and don't see the cameraman sitting in the frame. Like, I don't understand that. Like,
Oh, man,
I don't understand. Like, if you're,
You said the director might have been drunk. on the
yeah, the director was totally drunk.
Yeah, Derville.
But that's not on him. That's on your cameraman. That's on your director of photography.
True.
So I don't understand that. I just, that baffles the mind to me. Like, and I understand, like, well, we don't have a lot of stuff to work with. Like, if you shot that, then that's what we're going to, the editor of this film must have just lost his mind, right? Because he was like, well, I can't put this scene in the movie, but I don't have anything else to put in the movie, right?
Yeah. They're trying to put together a movie, but they don't have all the scenes they need.
Yeah.
Almost, you know?
And this is all I have to, so like, fuck it. I'm just going to, I wonder, like, what's the, when a director doesn't want an Alan Smithy,
Oh, yeah, Alan Smith.
like they don't want to be known. Like, I wonder if the editor
Leave my
should have
name
been
off
like,
it.
yeah, just don't even include me in this.
Right.
Dolemite meets the creeper. They have a little back and forth, and it's. I think and I'm not sure if this is where he says it, but the creeper has like a line where he says, "I'm so badass, I kick my own ass
I
twice a
wrote that
day.
same thing down. He's like, yeah, I'm so bad I kick my own.
I'm so bad, I kick my own ass twice a day." I mean, there are just gems of.
He's
like,
also talking
lines.
about like how, since you went away, drugs have gotten so expensive, like that honest people like me have to steal purses.
Snatch purses.
And he's like, honest, huh?
Yeah, there are just great lines in this movie. Like,
It's like halfway real and halfway funny. I think it's meant to be comedic.
yeah, it's almost. I think that when they were filming, I think Rudy Ray Moore, when he was filming this, he was like, I want this to be like a real film with a little bit of comedy in it, right?
With some social commentary.
Yeah, with some social comedy, but I want it to be real, and it comes off like a Austin Powers. Like, I'm surprised there weren't sharks with laser beams in this film. Like, I'm surprised that scene's not in this movie because it's just so over the top.
So then what happens? Creeper takes Dolemite back to like this crack den where he's staying basically. He's straight shooting heroin.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's and again talking
Now
about
that you tell me that he was like a real junkie.
Well, I don't think that because they kind of cover it up. So I know what you're saying. Like, I guess this is the acting part of Creeper. Like, he has the needle up to his arm, but he kind of covers it up so like you don't see the needle going into his arm.
Yeah, right. But the fact that this is like another movie that almost renders this whole thing with meeting the creeper insignificant is he's about to tell him like who killed little Jimmy.
Yeah.
And then a couple of gunmen just burst in the room and kill Creeper.
Yeah. But talking about social commentary, like right before that, Dolemite says, hey, look, I've known you a long time. I seen you shooting this stuff up a long time. And if you keep doing that, it's going to kill you. He says something really funny, actually. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to quit. This is my last hit ever, right?
Yes, he does say, after this one, I'll stop.
Yeah, after this one hit, I'll never do it again.
Yeah.
And then these two goons just bust in the room and shoot
him up.
Creeper, right? And of course, Dolemite's behind the door when they bust in. So he gets the drop on these two guys and he
karates them both up.
Karates them
with
and
the kung fu and takes them both down.
Takes them down. I think he kills both of them. He definitely shoots one of the guys.
Yeah.
And then the two cops,
same dirty cops,
the same
everywhere.
dirty cops run in. Now, in real life, don't you think Dolemite should have left?
Yeah, he was just waiting. He was waiting on him.
Like, I don't know how long it took those cops to get there, but let's say 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, he's just waiting in the room.
He's still just sitting there, right?
And he just lets him put the cuffs on him.
Doesn't fight him or anything. But these are two guys he just
beat up.
He
like
just
earlier
beat up
today, probably.
And he knows had framed him. They had framed him earlier, and he just lets them, cuff him and take him in. So that was a little. I don't know. It was just weird. Like, it didn't make any sense in the movie.
The whole lot of this movie doesn't make any sense. Then we're at the church and this Officer Blakely walks in, played by Jerry Jones.
Yes.
Who was like the screenwriter of this along with Rudy Ray Moore.
So according to the Netflix movie, Jerry Jones had been doing like a lot of...
He was like a playwright.
Like a lot of plays in the LA area.
Like serious drama, like the plight of the community type of
so that where all the social commentary comes in.
So then like on Rudy Ray Moore, when he came to sort of recruit him, help me write a movie, he didn't want to do it because he didn't want to be associated with like this sort of exploitation, lowbrow stuff. But he said, well, we can put all the social commentary stuff in there too. And that sort of brought him on board.
And you can clearly see the difference in like the parts where Rudy Moore is just like jiving with people.
Yeah.
And then the more serious parts where there's like the social commentary, like, going back to where his nephew's killed. And that's the reason that they're letting him out of jail.
This dude, Jerry Jones, is like a good actor as well, though. He was one of the better performances I felt like in the film. So he did have a strange mustache.
This mysterious guy, his name is Blakely.
He introduces himself as like a police officer.
As a cop, right?
Yeah.
So he goes in and he goes to see the Reverend, which the Reverend, I think this is a great scene because he's in bed with one of his parishioners, right? I imagine it's one of his parishioners.
Big woman, older woman.
Yeah. But it's that whole kind of like, the Reverend is like a good guy on the pulpit, but then you get him in the back and he's like sleeping with one of his.
He tells her to go like hide in the back room.
Yeah. And that chick was like really new too. Like I thought was interesting. So basically Blakely, this is this character's name. He confronts Gibbs and he's like, who are you working for? Are you on the side of the big man? Or are you on the side of Dolemite? And this is where it's hard to explain this movie because scenes just end,
Yeah.
So he's like, well, who you...
Blakely sort of calls him out on his hypocrisy.
Yeah, like who are you working for? And then he gets
rough with him. He sort of smacks him around a little bit as well.
Then he just walks away, right?
Yeah.
He just leaves. Then, okay, so that's the end of the scene. There's like no resolution to the scene.
It didn't further the story at all.
Yeah.
Then we're back at like the brothel, I guess. And there's sort of like a couple of girls are about to fight with each other.
Probably the most misplaced scene. There's another one I can think of, but the most misplaced scene in this entire film
is this one.
This one, right? To me, is this one right here because it means nothing to the film. Like
they're talking about one of the girls have been stealing from the other girl or something like that, and then they just tell her,
and she gets called out. Here. And she's like, whoa. Like, give me your money. So, give me all your money. And she does. It's like, bitch, you've been stealing from here. You need to get the fuck out.
And then it just cuts to Dolemites in jail. And that scene led to nothing. But yeah.
Why was that scene in the movie?
Just to fill the time, I guess.
The movie is not that short. Like it's an
hour and a half.
It's an hour and a half.
Yeah,
it could have been an hour 20. They didn't need that scene. It could have been an hour 25. They did not need that. Like,
not at all.
I can't and maybe we're fast forwarding here. I can't think of a reason that scene was in this movie. Like they never,
shot it. That's probably why.
Is that why it's in it? It's like, we have this film footage, so let's put it in.
Filmed it.
Like, wouldn't that have made more sense?
There's somewhere else they could have put it, perhaps, like before he got out of jail.
Before he got out of jail, to establish that now his
things are chaos without him.
Yeah, his whole thing is breaking down. Like, why was that scene there?
Yeah,
it's. I'm getting a little lit here because I'm like, it's frustrating me.
We got to move on.
Yeah, because it's like, why? Please, universe, please tell me why this one 4-minute scene was in this movie.
But yeah, then it just awkwardly cuts back to Dolemite's in jail and Blakely comes to see him there. And Dolemite basically doesn't want to talk to Blakely. Like, it seems like he's not a snitch. Yeah. Basically.
And right? Blakely's like, okay, well.
And then they're like, oh, Dolemite, you made bail. And it's like, how the hell? This dude just beat up a couple of cops.
No,
and maybe killed somebody.
Beat up a couple of cops, got framed for drugs, killed 2 people, and then he's just like out on bail.
He's out on bail.
Now, they do explain it later, but much later.
It makes no sense in the moment.
Oh, but we forgot to mention that Blakely knocks over that dominoes.
He
just
did.
like for no reason whatsoever, just to be a dick about it.
And so then this girl Pinky is out there waiting for him
in a Corvette, right?
In a hot car.
Yeah. So
like a Stingray.
Yes. So this movie, for however much it cost to make, and I know it made like $5 million on its initial, but I don't know, maybe $200,000 maybe is how much he spent.
That much or less.
Yeah, but he had some nice cars in this. He had like that
car that
Corvette,
the one that Willie Green drives,
the one that Willie Green was driving. That I don't know what that was, but it was a high end,
like a Lotus or something.
Yeah, that's
something exotic.
Exactly. It could have been a Lotus because it looks just like 007's car.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah,
but so. Yeah, Dolemite, for whatever reason, he's happy to see Pinky, even though he knows Pinky works for Willie Green.
Well, Pinky was the girl earlier.
Main chick.
Yeah, early in the film when Dolemite first gets out of jail, they had mentioned that one of his girls left.
Yeah.
This was Pinky.
What do you think he was like his whatever? His main
one of his main girls? I think so, yeah.
Breadwinner or whatever.
Yeah. So
but then he goes and he sleeps with Pinky.
Yeah.
And he rolls on top of the girl and they start kissing, and then it's a hard cut to they're finished. And she's like, they're out of breath and like, whoo.
Yeah.
Whoo.
All right, Dolemite, you're the best man ever. Basically, the best lover ever, right? He sleeps with Pinky. Then after
that's the one.
They're professing how much they care for each other and everything like that. And so after they're finished sleeping with each other.
She bailed him out because she loves him so much.
Yeah. Dolemite's like, wait a minute now. I know that you work for Willie Green and you're bailing me out. So something's kind of fishy here.
He says he doesn't trust her, basically. And she calls him up like a bitch.
Yeah.
And then he gets mad, forces himself on her.
He gets mad. He's like, I'm going to fuck the shit out of you.
And she did not seem to want it in that moment.
I think she did.
Well, she did once it was started, but it did seem like he forced himself on her kind of violently. He smacked her in the face.
And then I think she still I think that was what they were trying to say, like that he's such a powerful lover.
Yeah.
Like almost like
it's like a James Bond.
It's like James Bond.
Every woman wants him.
Yeah. Like how he takes Pussy Galore, right?
Yeah.
He just takes her. This is what he did. He just took this woman, right?
You can't really do that scene in 2019 or 2020, whatever.
You can't do that scene then, but they did it.
Yeah.
But I think they were trying to establish that he's such a powerful sexual lover that he can just dominate this woman. Mm-hmm. Like kind of like Austin Powers, where the fembots, like he's got such a sexual prowess.
Even though like visually just looking at him, you don't see it.
You can't, yeah.
You know, like it's just something there in his own mind. Now, next up, I guess it's the next day. It's just another like one of these hard cuts.
Yeah.
But he's talking to the girl Shy
on the phone in his club.
Meet me at the club. Mm-hmm. Meet me at the old club or whatever.
And give me the key. He's looking for a key.
So they cut to the club and it's just like some girls dancing on stage, like auditioning, I guess, for a couple of dudes. When Shy walks in, they're trying to say, well, you're our star. Like you got a job here if you want it. And she's like, no, I'm just here to meet somebody. And they're like, oh, okay.
Oh, who?
And then Dolemite walks in and starts sort of smacking the guys around a little bit. She's
like, Dolemite.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, and they're like, Dolemite? What are you talking about? And he's literally standing right behind her.
He walks in and sort of starts strong-arming the guys.
Yeah. Because it's his old club. that was his old club.
That was his club. Yeah,
that was the total experience. That's his old club. So he just walks in. He has the key. He walks to his old office, and they're all like, "Well, what? You can't do this. You can't do this. You can't do this." And of course, he does it. And he walks into his office, and he cuts up the carpet, and he takes the key, and he opens up a safe, and he takes out some money. And
I guess the $50,000 that he owed.
He basically pays Willie Green off to buy back his club, right?
I like what he says. I want him out of here in 24 hours, and 23 of them has already gone.
One of the I don't know why that line's not more iconic. Like, why are we not saying that line like we say, "No, I'm your father"? Like they, to me, should be on the
really.
That's a great line, man.
Yeah, it is. It's a tough guy line.
Great like that. You're right. That like. People should be doing throwbacks to that line in movies today. Like, I don't know why they're not. Maybe because they just don't know this movie that well. But that's a great line.
It is. I mean, there was definitely like Rudy Ray Moore had a way with words,
a presence to himself. Yeah,
yeah, and like the insults to the tough talk, and a lot of the things he says is just like it sticks in your head.
Well, he had that hardness to him. Again, I said he was born around the same time as my grandparents. That people growing up during those days had to have, that hardness that they had to have growing up.
The shit they had to put up with.
Exactly. So there was like a bluntness to the way he delivered his lines. Like there was just like a way he said it that was like.
He did seem like a tough. He did a good job to me of playing the tough guy, because it's like he came off as a dude that I would not want to mess with.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't want to fuck with Dolemite.
Yeah. I think then when he's telling him to get out, one of the dudes like whips out a switchblade, and Dolemite just beats up all three of them.
Yeah,
he lays them all out, whatever, and then he leaves with Shy.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But then it cuts to Willie Green comes walking in, and the main guy wakes up kind of, and he tells him, Dolemite and 10 other dudes came in here and they beat us up.
And Willie Green
smacks him around.
He's like, 10 other guys? Are you for real? Like, 10 other guys beat us up. It's like, if you ever lie to me again, I'll kill your ass.
All right, so Willie Green's come in and he smacked his boys around or whatever, showing that he's maybe the second strongest pimp in the city. And that seems about as arbitrary a point as any to take another break. But we'll be back next week to pick up and continue the tale of Dolemite.